My name is Paul Amrani and I am a senior here at West High School. I am 17 years old and I dance at Nolte Academy. After my freshman year, I decided to move to Houston, Texas for 2 years to pursue dance full-time at the Houston Ballet Academy. I was training from 9 to 5 every day and then doing my school online at night on my own. My first year there, I lived in communal dorms where there were 15 other students plus myself. We all had to do our own laundry, cook for ourselves. Once in a while we'd cook for each other. We had a chaperone who would take us to get groceries. So it was kind of a step onto living on my own. And then my second year I lived in an apartment where I did all of those things by myself. So I would go grocery shopping, do my laundry, all of the adult things that are important skills to have in life. I think having to do everything by myself impacted me in a way that was really good because I gained a lot more responsibility and that helped me grow as a person. I began to take responsibility for my own actions more, and that was a really positive thing that happened as a result of living on my own. I decided to come back to Iowa because I realized after a while that my interests were shifting. I realized I didn't want to pursue a strictly ballet career. I had other interests such as musical theater, which is something I hope to pursue later on. And Houston just wasn't the right place for me to pursue those other interests anymore. So I knew that it was important for me to come back to Iowa City so I could finish my education at a real school and apply for college and do other things like that that I wasn't able to in Houston. Houston and Iowa are two very different places. Iowa, when you live there, you think it's really boring because there's lots of corn and fields and not a whole lot going on, but once you're gone you realize what an amazing place it is. It's full of culture and supportive, nurturing people. Houston is interesting. When you're not there, you probably think that it's a great place to be, but once you're there, it's almost the opposite of Iowa City. It's really big. There's not a lot of room for culture. There's a lot more than the rest of Texas, but still compared to Iowa City, it's just a big city with lots of big city people, so just people going to work in businesses, and that's mostly all there is. In my future, I hope to pursue a career in musical theater. I'm currently looking at different colleges that have a musical theater BFA because I think that would be the best step for me to pursue that goal. I've always loved dancing, obviously. I've always loved singing, and acting is something I hope to work on as well, and I think that musical theater would be the best fit for me that way. My outlook on life now is just to keep everything as positive as I can. I take everything day by day. I try not to dwell in the past or linger on the negative things in life. I consider myself to be an optimist, and I hope that I can spread that influence to other people.
I'm Ellie Brown. I'm a junior. I met him 3 years ago, I think, when he first started coming to Nolte, which is where I dance. I think he's changed a little bit just like around me, because when I first met him, he was a little quiet and a little shy, but like now that he like knows me and we're like really good friends, he's like super loud and out there, which is a good thing. He's really like out there and super, I don't know, he's really funny. He's always like making jokes and like doing like weird stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I have known Paul for 3 years. I met him when he was a freshman. So my first impression is that he's very opinionated, but he's very bright. So his opinions are always very well founded. One of the best kids I've ever had in my life. Like, I had him all freshman year, and then he left us for a few years. But when he came back, it felt like he had never been gone. So I'm sure that he has changed and grown up in some ways, but he's still the awesome kid that I remember from